Welcome everybody to everyone's favorite Red Mage, episode number 83. I'm Nothing Way, aka Spencer, and this is a 5-minute breakdown of a Red Magic the Gathering card, the properties, missed opportunities, and honestly what I think. You can find me on twitch.tv/nothingway for a $0 free experience on MTG Arena. I'll show you how to get it done. Today is the card from the set The Brothers War, Goblin Blast Runner. 1 red mana for a 1/2 creature goblin. It's a common. Goblin Blast Runner gets +2/+0 and has menace as long as you sacrifice the permanent this turn. Goblin card for 1. So as a red player, especially a red aggro player, you always want to pay attention to your turn 1, your 1 mana red creatures. 1 red mana for a 1/1 haste. The Raging Goblin is the benchmark of a red creature. That's how you always remember it. 1 red mana for a 1/2. It's probably going to have something attached to it, making it probably a drawback. Every time you see the defense get a little bigger, there's an issue. Remember, red has notoriously been an aggressive color, very passionate. So if you see a defense that's a lot bigger than the offense, you have to question what the card is intending to do. Now, its ability, its activated ability, right? Well, it's a passive ability, excuse me. Its passive ability gets triggered when you sacrifice a permanent this turn. So it looks as if you're able to sacrifice a permanent at any given time, and when this creature, if this creature was in your hand and you casted it, and all your creatures had haste, for example, then you're able to, this creature would get +2/+0. Does this happen once or twice? It gets +2/+0 and has menace as long. Okay, so it only happens one time. So this is also kind of cute in a set with artifacts, artifacts that you can at will sacrifice. That'd be really, really nice. You can sacrifice a mess of little artifacts. Also, in Historic, you're going to have the food tokens. Food tokens were also a little bothersome. They're like a pest. And, when you use a food token, you are usually using food tokens for fodder, sacrificing an artifact. And it triggers, typically getting, your Cauldron Cat back. Or you can actually use the food token to gain life, and it's still part of the cost where you sacrifice it. So in this case, if you're able to, food tokens are always the best example because they're little, artifacts. They're token artifacts, and when you're able to use the ability, you gain 3 life, and then all of a sudden, cards like this, Goblin Blast Runner, become 3/2s. See, now you notice, remember I said earlier that when the defense is a lot larger, there's probably a drawback, and then at this time, the triggered ability turns it into an offensive creature, giving it as well, granting menace, right? And menace makes this 1 mana dork a really good card. Now, when we're looking at goblins, and you want to sacrifice goblins, typically sacrificing goblins is very, very strategic. You have a lot of goblins that carry a little bit of weight. They do 1 point of damage, sometimes more. You have a lot like a Siege Gang Commander, or what's the other one? The Lieutenant Commander, the one that you gain life and they lose life. Cards of that nature can give Goblin Blast Runner an advantage, especially if this creature came out on turn 1. But no one will be able to, it's a little bit of a sleeper card, attacking a little late game and having 1/1 goblins that you can sacrifice, especially tokens, and that can do extra damage. If you are able to sacrifice a goblin before blocks, then this creature gains menace, and 3 damage is also a big worrisome type of card. Cards like this can also, be a very, very good strategic value a little later on in the game, as you can start to let go of cards you are no longer using, fodder, things like that. This card is it's a good card. I like it as a common. Right? I give it a rank. I give it a B+. This card is good. Well, How about you tell me what you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Is there something here that you see that I don't see? Let me know with a comment on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or on the podcast, or here, twitch.tv/NoFingWay. Last, you tell me what other card I should review, yeah? Episode number 83 in the books. Peace out.